Well, welcome everyone. We're on YouTube, the Olney Sports Broadcasting, as we come to you live from the 12 and under Little League All-Star Tournament. We are at one of the three sites for this year's 2026 tournament, playing here today. Welcome everyone, YouTube. We're at Olney Sports Broadcasting, courtesy of Drew and Taryn Bunting and all our great sponsors for making our broadcast possible. Not only today, but throughout this tournament, all the way through Wednesday, if we play that long. And we welcome you to this 12-year-old Little League All-Star Tournament. Three different sites here along the Illinois River is where this tournament is being played. Today, we're at the Peru location. Other games will also be at Utica and also Oglesby. LaSalle is also in the area, part of the Illinois Valley Baseball League, which is hosting the tournament this year in 2026. Mark Weiler, Josh Brown on hand. We like to thank you for joining us. And again, a big thanks to all the great sponsors for making the broadcast possible, not only today, but throughout the past three games, of which the Olney All-Stars won the district tournament against Robinson. And here at stake, competing in their first of at least four round-robin games. We played each of the next 4 days and nights. Then the top four teams from the 11 teams that are in the tournament will move on into the championship round with the semifinal games and championship game next Wednesday evening. So Josh, looking for a lot of baseball.
Yeah, a lot of baseball and really some beautiful facilities. We kind of went and toured got a lay of the land yesterday, and some nice facilities, and I think some excited people here from several schools. We got to see a game before us, and a lot of guys. I think one of the coaches from River Forest said we're playing baseball in July. I mean, you got to enjoy that.
Yeah. Well, big thanks to Sean Zapska. He's one of the tournament directors. Mark Grabowski is kind of the head here at this site, and also Tony Strand. We talked to Tony yesterday. He's a head of the Utica site. So the Olney All-Stars will play here this morning. They'll be back here for an 11 o'clock game tomorrow, play a 5:45 game Monday evening at Utica. Then we're back here to Peru for a 5:45 game next Tuesday. And hopefully with a 3-1 or 4-0 record, we'll move into the top four and the finals next Wednesday evening. And, of course, the winner moves on to Indiana to move on into the region tournament play. Olney has been the only team out of the district in the last 35 years that has moved on to compete in a region tournament. That, of course, was back in 2015, Josh.
Yeah, and I talked to a lot of those guys still. I coached some of those guys in high school in basketball, and they're a lot of good guys, a lot of good dudes, good families, and remind me a lot of this group here, a lot of kids who have a lot of athletic experience one way or the other. Some coaches' kids are on this team, and as we talked up here, some legacy guys up here, guys that had parents, grandparents playing on some of these all-star teams growing up too. So this is it's going to be an interesting group, and some good coaches over there on the side as well to help with some knowledge and some experience, try to get these guys pointed in the right direction.
Yeah, and of course, don't forget, if you're back at home in Richland County, don't forget to check out the Smoking Pig food truck at the Richland County Fair. A big grand finale, of course, tonight at the fair and the final day. And folks can check out Smoking Pig, help out Drew there. That's why we're here.
If anybody wants to donate about 7 hours of their time to deliver me any Smoking Pig, I would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, we're going to check out your starting lineups here in just a bit for both teams. Right now, the teams are being introduced before we run into the national anthem, which we will take a break for, at least audio-wise. Let's go ahead and check the lineups. Remember, all batters go to the plate in the ball games now. A change over the past few years. For River Forest, it'll be Liam Goggin leading off the shortstop. DHing will be Matt Urban. Playing at third, batting third will be Jack O'Keefe. Chris Urban, first baseman, will hit fourth. Not batting fifth, or not playing in the field, hitting fifth will be Danny Zargan. Valentino Giglio is a catcher. He'll bat sixth. Then Grayson Elfin, the left fielder. Patty Sean will pitch and bat then, followed by Louis Losum, the right fielder, Owen Medina, then Aiden Connolly, center fielder, followed by Charlie Goldhaber, coached by Tom Urban and Frank Gaglio. That is your lineup for River Forest. For the Olney All-Stars, their lineup, it'll be Adler Widener. He comes out in the field as we speak. He'll be at third base. Miller Madden at short, bats second. Rhett Easton in left field will hit third. Batting cleanup, Curtis Houchin in catching. In center field will be Archer Laughlin hitting fifth. Lucas Mitchell will bat sixth at second base. Then Bodie Kermichael, Mason Hatton will catch, followed by Emmett Coker pitching, Ledger Breeden, Marshall Weber, and David Fleming in right field will round out the rest of the players. Of course, coached by Bo Madden, Mysika Mitchell, and Justin Willey. That's your All-Stars from Richland County and Olney. So we are set to go as we get ready for the national anthem. We're going to take an audio break for that, and then we will be back to give you a little bit of history of how Olney has done in the past here at this tournament. And we'll even have updates as we go through the day from the 10-year-olds and 11-year-olds in their respective tournaments. All right, looks like no national anthem.
Had that before the first game, so you never know. You kind of flip a coin if they're going to have it before every game.
Yeah, it's not like they tell us everything, right? So a lot of good a good group here from Olney and Richland County. We've had one game earlier, not a lot of fans here, and in that game, let's see, Bell Park, who Olney will play Monday evening, defeated Geneva 13-2 in the first game there. So
they had in that first game, it's kind of a short porch here and right, for those of you kind of watching here on right where our camera is at, kind of right almost even with the foul pole. It's 185 down that right field line, but a tall fence, and there was a kid from Bell Park that almost hit one through the fence. He lasered that thing.
Yeah, and this is the diamond, by the way. To give you a little logistic report, it faces towards the south from home plate to center. We have a south wind that's actually blowing somewhat in from, say left center towards home plate, and a cloudy sky right now. In fact, we had some early mist. Josh and I showed up here at about 7:30 this morning, and we had to sit in the vehicle and wait it out for about an hour. They had some light mist, not really rain per se, but it did moisten up the grass, but really had dried off before the first game.
Yeah, and you got to tip your cap to the grounds crew here in Peru. They've done a really good job of keeping everything dry. The field's been pretty dry. Even watching that first game, there wasn't any real dew when the ball would roll out on the grass. It was pretty playable, and almost like they didn't have any moisture at all in the morning. I thought that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, and the diamond, of course, as you can tell if you're watching, is a grass infield. Pretty high cut. You're going to see a lot of balls slow down quickly on the ground unless they're really darted out off the bat. But even we've seen some really good hit balls in the outfield that died pretty quickly, too.
Yeah. One thing I think to keep an eye on, especially with this group for the Olney kids, they're not overly big physically, like height and size and strength-wise. But there's some kids on here with some wheels. That could really come into play if a ball is a slow roller on the ground in the infield. You could see some infield hits.
Yeah, we're going to spend the time, of course, telling you about our sponsors. Josh has that list as we move through the game. I also have some bio sheets that Coach Madden had the kids and parents fill out. We'll be featuring at least one, sometimes two players per inning, at least a player an inning. And we'll have those, of course, for you in no particular order, although we probably will go alphabetical order through the first line, and we'll start that around the second inning or so as we move through this ball game. Right now, coaches are meeting with the head umpires and officials, plus the administrator of this tournament, as they are meeting at home plate, kind of talking about logistics of the park and such.
Yeah, and the one thing we noticed here, and the one thing I did forget to ask this morning, Mark, we even talked about it yesterday, was getting your pitch count numbers on when they can come back and when they can't. I know there's certain numbers with that, but I noticed this last week, and I watched the 12U's play up at Robinson. A really handy thing, for at least for coaches and fans, a pitch counter on the scoreboard here right in straightaway center kind of keeps everybody updated on kind of pitch count, and that's something to keep in mind. I know coaches at times, they kind of see if there are really good pitchers out there and they're laboring in an inning or something, that could be come into play where they have some kids take a pitch or two, or if they battle it out and they can knock a pitcher out. It's easier to kind of see that and maybe strategize some things for the other guys as the game goes along.
Yeah, very much so. We just heard an update. Got an update. 10 and under team is tied against their opponent, South Holland. 1-1 tie after one inning. They're playing up in Blue Island. The 11 and under squad is two different sites that they are playing at, and they have yet to start. They don't play until a little bit later on today. I believe they're in Hinsdale, and then the other site slips my mind at this time, but we'll give folks update on those as we go through.
They are not at Peru, I can confirm that.
No, they are not. Well, the only All-Stars have taken the field. We have Rhett Easton in left, Archer Laughlin in center, David Fleming in right. Catching is Curtis Houchin. Battery mate on the mound is Emmett Coker. And around the infield is Adler Widener at third, Miller Madden at short, Lucas Mitchell at second, Mason Hatton is at first base. Non-starters who are just as important, sitting on the bench and cheering, they'll all get to bat. That list includes, for the Olney All-Stars, we have Bode at Carmichael, Bodie, along with Ledger Breeden and Marshall Weber. So all the Olney All-Stars getting set to go. And I believe Coker with his final throw to home. There's the toss down to second. And we're just about ready to go. First of 4 games in pool play, although it's not really pool play per se. We're just playing 4 different teams.
Yeah, and it's kind of an odd schedule. Like some teams do play each other, some of them don't. It's kind of an odd, but you have an odd number of teams, so that really throws a monkey wrench into everything.
Yeah, this Bell Park team that won earlier, we will face them Monday night, and they won the game before us at 13-2. So Coker is set. At the plate is Coggin, right-handed hitter, takes the first pitch high for ball 1. We're underway for the 12-year-olds here in the state tournament. Right-handed pitcher, Emmett, will work off the windup. Here's the 1-0 pitch, outside corner, strike 1. And that will even up the count at a ball and a strike.
Emmett Coker is a kid that comes from a good family. Older brother Owen was one of the most reliable kids you'd ever have on your sports team, and he was a kicker last year for the football team that was going to be greatly missed this year.
Yep. Next pitch caught the outside corner. Strike 2, so a 1-2 count. Coggin, shortstop for River Forest, waits on the 1-2 delivery. And he fouls it back out of play. Count will stay at 1-2. DH for River Forest, Matt Urban, is on deck. And stepping back in, right side hitter again, Coggin. Coker is set. And his pitch. String and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout for Coggin, and there's one away.
Important first out, always important to get the first one.
And other than throwing that first pitch ball, he threw the next 4 in the strike zone. So it brings in a lefty, Matt Urban. Where's number 5? He's a DH. Hits with the bases empty, 1 out. And checks his swing, but he went around for strike 1. O'Keefe, third baseman, is on deck, Jack. And Coker looks in. And the 0-1 is fouled back off the screen, and it will go back on out of play. So a couple early strikes. Gotta love that. It's an 0-2 count. Just about playing everyone straight away, pretty much, for Little League Baseball. Hatton playing a little bit closer to the line now at first. Next pitch is out of the zone for ball 1. And a 1-2 strike count. All-Stars from Olney in their orange jerseys, black pants, black letters and numbers, black hats with the orange O. And the next pitch just misses outside for ball 2.
Good battle at the plate here. It's really making Emmett try to work for this one. Really taking some tough pitches and fighting some good ones off.
And here's a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul back. Good cut on that one. Count stays at 2-2. Matt Urban, son of one of the coaches for River Forest. And he'll step back in from the left side. Coker's next pitch. Is another foul ball. It went off of his ankle, I believe.
He will feel that one.
Yeah. They'll give him a little time to stretch that out. So 8 of the 11 pitches so far have been in the strike zone for Coker.
Good job by your home plate umpire. That's when the plate just gets a little bit dirty all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You got to clean that one off.
And you know, we talked about this, Josh. It's pretty evident with the 4 games after ball 3 misses high and the count goes full. Pitching is a key, just about always is. And you got to minimize the pitching with all these games in 5 days straight. Next pitch just outside. That's ball 4. The batter doesn't know it.
Oh.
Umpire has to tell him to go to first.
But you do got to like that. He didn't want to just take he wants to swing the bat.
Yeah. So 1 out walk. First base runner of the game. And it brings in Jack O'Keefe, third baseman. Right-handed hitter wears number 15. First pitch from Coker. Swing and a foul back. Good cut, high fastball. And strike 1. You have to forgive us. We're used to maybe not so much people watching.
Yeah.
So we're trying to describe it as we see it. It's hard to get rid of those radio times. And ball 1 misses outside to even a count. It's 1-1. Beautiful facility here. A bigger facility just to our northwest. A smaller one just north. So they can host a lot of games here in Peru. 1-1 pitch. Outside ball 2. 2-1 count.
The big diamond here, J.A. Happ Field, and did a little research. I didn't realize J.A. Happ from Peru, former Major League pitcher,
Be a
former
good
Cardinal.
reason to name the field after him. Even better if he threw in a little cash. Next pitch, swing, foul, ball, and it's going to drop. David Fleming was given chase, but it had beat him to the ground. So now a 1-2 strike count to the number 3 hitter, Jack O'Keefe.
And kind of an important bat here too, Mark. You don't want to fall behind with the 4-hitter coming up and with 2 guys on.
That on-deck batter, Chris Irvin. Ball 2 will stay high. Let's check that ball 3. So the count is now full at 3-2. Runner at first, 1 away, no score, top of the first. Olney's first game here at the 12 and under Little League State Tournament. And the next pitch outside low, ball 4. So back-to-back walks. We'll put runners at first and second with 1 away for their cleanup hitter, Chris Urban. He's also their first baseman. He hits from the right side as well. Coker off the stretch and the pitch outside, back to the screen. Runners will move up to second and third with no play made. So wild pitch, that will take away the chance of a double or possibly even a triple play.
Now this will be interesting to see what the strategies here with the base open and the 4-hitter up.
Next pitch stays inside and high for ball 2. And runners at second and third now for River Forest, 1 away. And an 0-2 pitch, 2-0, is a swing and a miss for strike 1. Looked like he took a little off that one.
Maybe an important strike there for Emmett just to kind of get himself back centered here. He's thrown a couple that were just missed or just a little bit wild and got a good swing and a miss, and see what he goes back to here with a 2-1 count.
Just high, ball 3. So 3-ball, 1 strike count. First base is open. On deck is Danny Zarco. And the pitch is a strike. Right at the letters. And that'll bring the count full.
And the pitches have been kind of right around the zone, and then tough for the 12-year-old to kind of get a grasp on it early. And the guy at the plate thought he walked.
Yeah. And a swing and a miss. Big strikeout there. Got to make him swing, right, Josh?
Yeah, we talked kind of Coach Laughlin earlier, a high school baseball coach, and Archer, his son, playing in the infield here. And throwing strikes is critical at this age. I mean, if you can get a kid who can consistently pound the strike zone, that's an advantage you have over a lot of guys that, I mean, at this age, you're still trying to learn. Your body's growing, your body's evolving, maturing, getting stronger, and trying to get that consistent delivery and the consistent strike throwing is going to be big.
Yeah. Bo Madden out to talk to his infield. I think he's mostly talking to Emmett, maybe trying to settle him down a bit. They have the number 5 hitter up with runners at second and third. And Danny Zarco. On deck will be their catcher, Valentino Giglio. Right-handed hitter, Zarco stepped in. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike one.
Could be really big if Emmett can get out of this thing and limit damage to not let anybody score, hold it just to one. That could be a big momentum boost.
Yep. And the righty with the next delivery, high outside, ball one. Back-to-back walks for Irvin and O'Keefe. They're at third and second, respectively. And a strike on the outside corner.
Been one or two things, strike out or walk, so nobody's really put the ball in play yet.
Yeah. So Zarco in the hole with a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So he pitches around, back-to-back walks. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left. We'll go to the bottom of the first. And it's Olney to the plate for their first at-bat. Back here to Peru as the Olney All-Stars will be up to bat for their first chance. It'll be Adler Widener, followed by Miller Madden and Rhett Easton. Then it's Curtis Halchin, Archer Laughlin, Lucas Mitchell, Bodie Kermickle, Mason Hatton, Emmett Coker, Ledger Breeden, Marshall Weber, and David Fleming for coaches Madden, Mitchell, and Willie. Defense for River Forest. Pitching will be Patty Sheehan. He is a right-handed pitcher. Catching will be Valentino Giglio. Around the infield is Jack O'Keefe at third. Liam Cogan at shortstop. Charlie Goldhaber at second and Chris Urban at first. And in the outfield from left to right is Grayson Elpin, Aiden Connolly, and Louis Lawson.
See what Olney has here. Adler's usually got pretty good speed, left-handed hitter. Puts the ball in play fairly well, and we'll see if he puts anything on the ground and tries to use the speed to his advantage with the slow-rolling grass.
River Forest with green jerseys, white pants, white letters and numbers, green cap. And the ground ball is short. Up over and just in time. Close play at first. And good to see we got some contact.
Yes. Yeah, so Emmett had a really good job. He struck out the side, walked 2, and very few balls put in play, and Adler's first pitch swinging.
And the next pitch from Sheehan. Left-handed batter, Miller Madden, will take it for a strike. Webb's number 9. He'll step back in. 1 out, bases empty. No score, bottom of the first. Boy, he wanted to go for that. Held up, and he took it for a strike as well.
Miller, last week at Robinson, played pretty solid, sure-handed shortstop. Was pretty reliable when that ball went to him in the defensive side of things. Hope to see an offensive play here.
And a ground ball just effect to the pitching mound. Looked like off the end of the bat a bit, kind of out in front of that. Good cut, though, and Madden's grounded out 1-3.
The 2 quick outs here for River Forest. 4 pitches, 2 outs, and that could be a real big thing to watch. Emmett labored through 29 pitches, but you got to tip your cap to Emmett Coker. He battled through and kept it scoreless through the first.
Yep. Next pitch from Sheehan is high for ball 1. Number 3 hitter, Rhett Easton, bats from the right side. Whereas number 2, he's the left fielder for Olney. And the 1-0 pitch, swing, foul tip. Back to the screen. Not a lot of room between home plate and a backstop. That will limit runners on wild pitches, you would think. And ball 2 is taken outside and low. And it's a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Next pitch to Easton. Again, outside and low. That's ball 3. Only looking for their first base runner with 2 gone. Curtis Houghton, catcher, is on deck. And the 3-1 pitch. Fouled out of play. Just in front of us here down the first base line. All the All-Stars of the home squad, by the way, they occupy the third base dugout. River Forest visitors in the first base dugout. Next pitch from Sheehan. Outside, ball 4. 2-out walk. And Easton is aboard. As Olney tries to get a 2-out first run of the game.
And the important thing, if anything, is just to extend this inning a little bit and try to get some pitches ate up here for the River Forest guys.
It'll be Curtis Houghton to the plate, Olney's catcher. Takes a strike right in at the letters. On deck is Archer Laughlin, center fielder. The runner at first and 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. 0-1 pitch, popped up on the infield. Shortstop calls for it. That's Liam Coggin, and he'll catch it for out number 3. So Olney, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We played 1. It's Olney and River Forest, no score. We're back here to Peru, Illinois, the 12-year-old Little League All-Star game for Olney taking on River Forest. First of 4 first round of pool play games, however you want to look at it. Hopefully you'll be in the top 4 and move into the finals, which will be on Wednesday of next week.
A quick update, Mark. Just got a word from the 10U's. They're up 6-1 in the bottom of the 2nd inning.
Awesome. They were playing at the same time. Of course, 10U's, 11U's were smoked out, so to speak, last weekend with the smoke up in here from the Canadian Pirates, so they moved to the same weekend. Best of luck to all of those squads.
the bittersweet thing, the really good thing, everybody's playing at the same time. That means you're successful and you're winning. The bad thing is everybody's playing at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. So Coker back to the mound through 29 pitches in the first inning. And he will face the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, starting off with Giglio, the catcher. He bats from the right side. And he steps away from an inside pitch for ball 1. Coker will check. And the next pitch. Low outside, ball 2. We'll start your player bios as we move through this second inning of action. No score between Olney and River Forest. And Coker's 2-0 pitch. High and inside for ball 3. Still a cloudy day. I think they're expecting some sunshine here maybe later this afternoon. Cool. Nice day here in Peru. And there's a strike called, taken all the way by the batter. And a 3-1 strike count. 200 feet straight down the left field line, 185 down the right. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Giglio was maybe trying to untie the game with that swing.
And Mark, I was going to mention, you mentioned earlier before we got on the air, there's a couple of signs. If you hit them, you get a free pizza. I'm still debating if I go over and I hit it with my hand, does that count?
I'm guessing not. But you never know. Next pitch, ball 4. So Giglio will reach on the walk. Third walk of the game. Allowed by Coker. Nobody out. Elfman will step in. Grayson is the left fielder. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. And now Emmett is set. And the next pitch, strike 1 called. And a 1-1 count.
One thing you kind of remind everybody watching in Little League, you don't have your traditional leadoffs. They can only lead once that ball crosses the plate. So a lot of pressure on guys that catch at this age in this group just to kind of keep runners held on a little bit at first base or anywhere on the base paths.
Next pitch from Coker is in for ball at a 2-1 count. No score right now in the top of the second inning. Runner at first, nobody out. And the next delivery, a swing and a miss, throw behind the runner. He just gets back. A little bit of a delay getting back on the bag. And that will be out number 1. Strikeout of Elton. So Coker now with 4 strikeouts, despite the 3 walks.
Feast or famine right now, Mark. He's either walking them or striking them out.
First pitch is a strike 1 call to Patty Sheehan, who is the pitcher for River Forest, right-handed hitter. And the 0-1 pitch, slow outside. Good stop there by Houchin. Had to kind of reach for it.
And one player I kind of was impressed with last week, Mark, Mason Hatton at first base, done a lot of catching in his formative baseball years. He's transitioned to first base and has done a really good job over there.
And the next pitch stays out of the zone. Off the glove of Houchin, but he retrieved it quickly enough. The runner could not advance. River Forest stranded 2 runners in the first. They were at second and third in scoring position. But Coker pitched around that issue. Throws another strike, and the count is even up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 10 and under squad scores some more. There's a fly ball to left. Fielded cleanly there by Rhett Easton. Out number 2 on the fly out to left. Giglio stays at first and brings in Louis Lawson. And we just got an update. 10 and under crew after 2 innings now leading 9-1. Ground ball to short, to Hopper. Madden will take it himself and step on the bag for the force out. So River Forest in the top of the second inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, one left. They stranded 3 in the game, but we are still scoreless. Olney and River Forest going to the bottom of the second. Their 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Archer Laughlin, Lucas Mitchell, and Bodie Kermickle. If anyone reaches, Mason Hatton. Batting in the bottom of the second with a no score.
Really good bounce back inning from Emmett in that top of the second mark. Had almost a 30 pitch first inning, 16 in inning number 2. Kind of settled in a little bit.
Yep. Good pitching. Patty Sheehan is back. No, let's see. They have a new pitcher. That's going to be Giglio. As he'll move from behind the plate to become the new pitcher. Still a right-handed pitcher. Laughlin at the plate. First pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 1.
It's still Giglio, Mark.
Nope, that's correct. That is correct. No change. It is the same pitcher. Sheehan. Next pitch is in the dirt, by the way. It's a 1-1 count. So Laughlin, a right-handed hitter, the center fielder for Olney. Takes strike 2. Looked like it caught the outside corner. He's in the hole at 1-2. Olney stranded 1 runner on base in the first inning. Ball 2 stays outside to even up the count.
Took something off, tried to get Archer to extend the zone. There were 2 strikes. Heads up there to not reach for that one.
And the next pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 3. It's 1 away. Our bio player in this inning, Ledger Breeden, 11 years old. Parents are Haley Breeden and Greg Breeden. Grandparents are Mona and Marty Overton, plus Chris and Zoe Breeden. Includes a sibling, Malachi. First pitch is a ground ball to the second baseman. Backhands it, what a play. Out on the 4-3 putout is Lucas Mitchell. Well, that's a well-hit ball. Looked like it was going to squeeze through into the outfield.
Bodie had a home run one of his last games he played. We'll see if he can get into one here. One of the bigger, stronger kids on this team.
And he swings and misses at strike 1. The rest of Ledger's bio sheet: favorite color red, favorite food pizza, favorite team Yankees, favorite player is Jacob Mizorowski. His Kermickle swings at next second pitch and is in the hole at 0-2. Favorite subject in school is science, and he wants to be a Major League Baseball player. That's Ledger Breeden. And a ground ball in the left field for a base hit. Bodie Kermickle. Just to the right side of the shortstop, gets the first hit of the game.
For either team.
For either team. Second runner aboard for Olney in this game. It brings in Mason Hatton, first baseman. Swings and pounds it back. Good cut. Strike 1. Hatton to be followed, if anyone reaches, by Emmett Coker on deck. Ground ball foul past Coach Madden, who unsuccessfully fielded that ball.
We will not give him an error.
No error.
Tough hop.
Yep. So now Mason in the hole at 0-2. Sheehan with the next delivery. Foul back out of play. Count stays at 0-2. So Kermichael with a 2-out hit is at first with 2 gone. No score here in the bottom of the second. Hatton will await yet another 0-2 pitch. Line drive to the second baseman. Trying to call out a base hit. Well hit ball, but right to Goldhaber for the line out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 stranded. Olney stranded 2. We go to the top of the third inning. Olney and River Forest still no score. Back to Olney All-Star Baseball here on the Olney Sports Broadcasting YouTube channel. Courtesy of Drew and Taryn Bunting and all our fine sponsors. We'll try to get through that list as we move through. It will be the 9, 10, and 11 hitters due up for River Forest facing Emmett Coker in his third inning of work. He has 47 pitches. The count currently after ball 1 to Louis Lawson. The right-handed hitter checks his swing and pops it up to third baseman. Out number 1, Aiden Widener. Kind of a check swing. And out number 1 here in the third.
You got to really tip your cap here to Emmett Coker. Kind of had those 2 walks in the first inning, back-to-back walks. They get to second and third, and he's really limited damage since that's happened.
Check out, that was Owen Medina that had that pop out to third. Now it brings in Aiden Connolly. He's a River Forest center fielder. He'll hit with the bases empty and 1 away. No score here in the top of the third inning. Coker's 1-0 pitch is a swing and a miss. And it's a 1-1 count. This inning will feature Rhett Easton, bio sheet for the 11-year-old. After this 1-1 pitch, fouled back, strike 2. Rhett's parents are Aaron and Kendall Easton. Grandparents are Roger and Cindy Bonham, Casey and Deb Easton. Sister Audra. Favorite color, lime green. Favorite food, chicken on the beach. We'll check out the rest after this delivery, and it's high for ball 2, a 2-2 count. Favorite team, Cardinals. Favorite player, Lars Newtbar. Favorite subject in school is math, and he'd like to be an aerospace engineer as his career choice. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Good pitch. Coker now with 5 strikeouts in the game. So 2 gone. Coker has retired now 6 in a row, Josh. Actually, 7 in a row after the 2 walks he gave up back in the first. No, check. There's a walk in between.
But 4 of those guys he's set down strikeouts.
Yep.
Ball has only left the infield 1 time.
Yep. So he's retired 5 in a row, looking for 6 to end the 3rd inning. Charlie Goldhaber to the plate. And the first pitch, ball, now ball 2 and a 2-0 count. Leadoff hitter Liam Coggin is on deck. Next pitch, out of the zone. That's a ball. So bases empty with 2 away here in the second game of the tournament here at this Peru site. Next pitch, batter shows bunt, pulls back, and takes it for a quick 4-pitch walk.
One thing that a player like River Forest had there, let's say vertically challenged, a very small strike zone to try to hit. That really comes into play. He did a good job of understanding his strike zone.
And back in is Liam Coggin. Takes the first pitch high.
Uh-oh.
Throw down to first. Gets away off of Mason Hatton's glove. Runner will make his way to second. Fleming, the right fielder, gets to it quickly and gets it back in. Mitchell also gave chase. But an error on Olney will allow the runner to move in scoring position at second base.
And River Forest should take a big sigh of relief. He was picked off if that's a throw right on the line.
And the next pitch is fouled back. A high pitch from Coker and fouled back to the screen for a strike. To even up the count, leadoff hitter Coggin, he was a strikeout victim in his first at bat. He has a 1-1 count. Next pitch back to the screen. The runner will move up to third. River Forest had 2 runners in scoring position when Coker shut the door on back-to-back strikeouts in the first. Now a runner at third base, and the 2-1 pitch fouled back, strike 2. And the count is now even, 2-2.
1 pitch away to get out another inning with danger stranded.
Yep. Widener, Madden, Miller, Mitchell, and Haddon around the infield from third to first. Catching is Houchin. And now time is called. Houchin will come out to talk to his pitcher. The only outfield has Easton, Laughlin, and Fleming left to right.
When you look through the lineup so far, Mark, not a lot of contact has been against Emmett here in this first probably dozen or so batters. Only 2 balls put in play. The rest have been either walks or strikeouts.
Yeah. And there's a few foul balls and foul tip. So back to the position of catcher is Houchin. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And it's popped up.
Trouble.
And the third.
Oh, what a catch.
It's the second baseman who makes the catch. And that's out number 3.
Yep.
So crisis averted. Nice catch by Lucas Mitchell holding on to it. Fleming was there trying to make the catch as well. No one really called for it, but catch is made, and the half inning is over. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 stranded. We move the bottom of the third, Olney to the plate. Still no score between Richland County and River Forest. Back to Olney Little League Baseball here on the Olney Sports Broadcasting YouTube channel. It will be Coker, Breeden, and Weber to the plate for Olney. And Emmett Coker steps in, right side. Patty Sheehan, the pitcher, throws the first pitch for ball one. Coker will foul the next one out of play. 1-1 count. Mason Hatton is our featured player of this half inning. Nickname is Taters, 12 years old, son of Justin and Ashley Hatton. And Coker will put the next one on the ground with the third baseman. Tried to backhand it, gets it back, but throws it wild. And kind of bobbled. I think we'll give him a hit.
That was going to be a tough play with the, we mentioned the slower grass, and he made a heck of a throw to try to get it close. That would have been a bang-bang play even if it was there on time or on target.
He tried to backhand it, and it was closer to the line than what we thought. Even though the throw was wild, Coker, I think, would have beat it out.
Yeah, it was going to definitely be a close one.
So brings in Ledger Breeden. He puts one to the shortstop. They'll get the lead runner, but no chance of a double play. So fielder's choice for Breeden on the 6-4 putout. Coker out. Breeden will be at first for Marshall Weber. He steps in from the left side. The number 11 hitter for Olney. And the first pitch, grounded up the middle, touched by the pitcher. Shortstop will field it. He ran past the bag, so I had to tag the runner. So Weber will reach on a fielder's choice. That'll be a 6 unassisted put out. Breeden is out. So 3 back-to-back hit balls. And it's David Fleming to the plate with 2 gone and a runner at first.
That's one thing you got to give Sheehan a lot of credit here for River Forest. He's given up some contact. His defense has played well behind him.
And a slow roller in front of the mound. Sheehan will field it and throw him out. 4 consecutive ground balls. And River Forest handled it. We'll continue with Mason Hatton's bio sheet when we come back to the 4th inning. But Olney, no runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. They've stranded now 3 runners, 1 in each inning. We go to the 4th, still no score. Top of the 4th inning, Matt Urban to the plate for River Forest. First pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 1. Next pitch to the lefty is low for ball 1, a 1-1 count. We continue with Mason Hatton's bio sheet. Grandparents are Frank and Deb Hatton, Candy Messenger and Deb Armstrong. More after this 1-1 delivery. The number 2 hitter for River Forest. Ball 2 low. Siblings are Addison, only sibling, age 5. Favorite color for Mason is baby blue. Joe's barbecue wings, his favorite food. Cubs, his favorite team, with Pete Crow Armstrong, his favorite player. Ball 3 just low for a 3-1 count. And social studies, his favorite subject in school and future career, if not a Major League Baseball player, something at Google Maps. That is Mason Hatton, our bio sheet player.
Take it off, Matty. Hustle down, buddy.
And now hit by a pitch, Matt Urban, which would have been ball 4 as well. Now Max is way down to first. He walked and was stranded at third in his first at bat. I believe he was the young man that was hit by a pitch in too as well, wasn't he? Wasn't?
He may have fouled it off his foot.
I mean,
yeah.
and the ankle.
Yeah.
Fouled it off the ankle.
And still, as we get to this fourth inning, Emmett Coker has not allowed a hit yet. So if he does, you can blame me.
Yeah, we'll blame John. Gets blamed for everything anyway. First pitch to O'Keefe just misses outside. And a 1-0 count. Runner at first, no score. We're in the top of the fourth inning. Between Olney and River Forest in each of the team's first games of at least 4 to be played in the first 4 days of this tournament. Next pitch, also a ball. No lead, of course, off the bases. You can't leave until it crosses the plate. The ball. There's a strike called at the knees and a 1-2 strike, or 1 strike, 2-ball count.
I do think Curtis throwing some rockets over to first base has limited some of the leadoffs too.
Yeah. Next pitch high for ball, gets off the glove. Houchin is throw to second. Ooh, into right center field. The runner's going to try to go to third. Mitchell's throw, not in time. So running the second, some running by Urban after the ball popped out of the glove on the pass ball. Now a runner in scoring position for O'Keefe. Batters count 3-1. Coker's going to have to pitch around these with nobody out. And he walked him. That's ball 4.
Not too many times, Mark, you will see a kid throwing a no-hitter and he could be giving up a run.
Yeah. So they're at the corners now for River Forest. It brings in Chris Urban, cleanup hitter, strikeout victim in his first at bat. Right-handed hitter. We'll see if they do some intentional running here after the pitch is made. It's high. They do. The throw is made, and they'll have the runner in the rundown. Now they're going to throw home, and he's going to get back to third. So everything worked out. Good job of Mitchell to run the runner back nearly all the way to first before he threw to Houchin. Runner at third never really got but maybe a third of the way down the line before he returned. So good job of defense.
Chase the runner back to first with an eye on the guy at third.
Yep. While everybody's yelling at you. Good job by Lucas. Here's a ground ball to second. That will score the run. Out at second, throw to first, not in time. They trade a run for an out, but River Forest goes into the lead with an RBI ground out by Chris Urban. He's the only runner left at first. Urban scores. O'Keefe forced out at second for out number 2. And another good play by Mitchell as he forced him out second with Miller Madden covering. And a swing and a miss. First pitch to Danny Zarco. He hits with 1 out and a runner at first base. Zarco, a strikeout victim, his first at bat.
Not many pitches left for Emmett. He's up at 75. I think 85 is your cutoff.
Foul back for a strike. Curtis Houchin will be our bio sheet featured here. Nicknamed Big Curtis, 11 years old. Parents are Seth and Jennifer Houchin. Grandparents are Gary and Kim Houchin and Monty and Nancy Hayes. Next pitch from Coker. Base hit to center. Runners will be safe all the way around at first and second. Zarco with the first hit of the game.
There breaks up your no-hitter, Mark.
Yep. The runners will be at first and second. With 1 away. Brings in Valentino Giglio, who walked and was stranded in his first at bat. First pitch outside for a ball. Curtis Houchin's sister is Riley. Favorite color green. Favorite food is his mom's lasagna. Favorite team, University of North Carolina. Favorite athlete, the GOAT, Yadier Molina. And the next pitch from Coker, swing and a miss. And a 1-1 count. Favorite subject in school for Curtis is PE. And his future career is to become a pro baseball player. That's the bio sheet on Curtis Halchin. Coker's 1-1 pitch outside and low for ball 2. River Forest leadoff walk, runner scored. Those leadoff walks always bring you player troubles in baseball. Lead River Forest with a 1-0 lead. 2 on and 1 out here in the 4th. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Now 2-2 count. Again, a big thanks to all of our fine sponsors for making our broadcast possible here on Olney Sports Broadcasting. And Emmett Coker with his 81st pitch. Coming up, a 2-2 delivery. Fly ball in the shallow right center. Tracked down by Mitchell. He's been busy today, Josh.
And has actually played well defensively as well. Olney's done a really good job in the field for the most part, and has
So
kind
2
of backed
gone.
Emmett up quite a bit today.
Yeah, 2 gone. Runners at first and second. I believe that's Mitchell's maybe 5th or maybe 6th assist in this game. Coker now facing Grayson Elfin. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Elfin was a strikeout victim in his first at bat.
Oh, G.
Trying to keep this to a minimum 1-run half inning. He'll be able to pitch for the rest of this batter. There's a strike 2 called. And he's getting ready for his 85th pitch of the game.
Oh, Grayson.
Runners at first and second. 2 gone, top of the 4th. Pitch high outside for a ball. And stepping back in will be Elfin. Number 7 hitter in this lineup for River Forest. Next delivery just outside for ball 3. And a full count. On deck will be Patty Sheehan, the pitcher for River Forest. So Emmett looking for a big pitch here. Brings it to the plate. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. Go to the bottom of the 4th. River Forest now lead only 1-0.
Green.
Back to Olney All-Star Baseball here from Peru, 12U State Tournament. First of at least 4 games to start off with. Play again at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. And a couple of 5:45 evening games Monday and Tuesday. And hopefully one of the top 4 teams that'll move into semifinals and the final round of play next Wednesday. Top of the lineup for Olney. Widener, Madden, and Easton. If anyone reaches Halchin. And the first pitch in to Widener, a strike. He took a little off on the off-speed delivery. Sheehan is still the pitcher for River Forest. Tries to toss one up and aim. You can tell he aimed that one up.
And you can, if you kind of keep an eye on it, he tips his off-speed stuff. Just the way he tries to release it, you could tell it's coming something off-speed.
And now the 1-1 pitch to Widener is popped out of play to the left. He's in a hole at 1 and 2. Adler, third baseman, grounded out to short in his first at bat. Really, all the All-Stars have had good contact today. Other than their 2 hits, it's just been right to the other players, like that one. To Hopper, the shortstop. And Widener is out on the 6-3 putout.
Second time today, he's went down 6-3. But you got to really give this River Forest defense a lot of credit. They've kept the fact that Olney's been putting the ball in play. And usually at this age group, if you put the ball in play, you think somebody's going to bobble one at some point. And they've done a good job being pretty clean.
Yep. So brings in Miller Madden. Grounded out, slow roller back to the pitcher. On a 1-3 putout back in the first, he takes first pitch for a strike. Another left-handed hitter for Olney with Easton on deck. And there's a pop-up. Shallow down the line, and it's going to be fielded by the pitcher. Sheehan, the best we could tell, that was still in fair territory, I believe, but it doesn't matter. He caught it. And quickly 2 away here in the bottom of the fourth. Olney trailing 1-0. Brings in Rhett Easton. Walked and is stranded in his first at bat. Turns away from ball 1. Rhett, the left fielder for Olney. Hits with the bases empty, 2 gone. And another one grounded to the shortstop. Fielded it kind of behind him. Throw on line. Olney goes in order. 3 up, 3 down. We played 4. River Forest on top, 1-0. We are back to Peru as the Olney All-Stars go to the top of the 5th inning with a new pitcher. David Fleming will move in from right field. He'll become the second pitcher for Olney. We'll give you Emmett Coker's numbers here in just a moment. Other changes defensively. Aiden Widener will move to right field. Emmett Coker moves from the mound to third base. And Fleming comes in to pitch. Everybody else the same. As Patty Sheehan will step to the plate. Swing and a foul tip for strike 1. Popped out to left field in his first at bat. And there's a base hit in the center field. Gets by the center fielder. He'll make his way to second. Throw is wide and high. And they had a chance of getting him. But Sheehan will get a base hit, then goes down to second on an error. Second only error in the game.
New pitcher comes in. That's a big factor. Emmett did a really good job of limiting hard contact and limiting damage. And David Fleming's the unfortunate, almost sacrificial lamb when he came in just to see someone new.
So it'll step in Louis Lawson. Takes the pitch for a ball. Emmett Coker's numbers: pitched 4 innings, faced 19 batters, gave up 1 run. It was earned. 5 strikeouts, 6 walks, 1 hit through 87 pitches. And it's a 1-0 lead for River Forest, although they're threatening again with Runner at second base and nobody out. The 2-0 pitch from Fleming. Fouled back out of play. Strike one. Lotham grounded into a fielder's choice to shortstop Miller Madden to end the second inning. And he watches ball three miss outside. And a 3-1 count. Owen Medina is on deck. Fly ball in the center. Over as Archer. Laughlin makes the catch. Runner will stay place at second. Good play by Archer. And out number one here in the fifth.
Really good play by Archer to get behind it and kind of get to where he could make a throw if he needed to, and held the runner at second.
And he got a quick jump on that too.
Yes.
Fly ball always important. Medina will step in. And a wild pitch back to the screen, but not far enough for the runner to advance. So Sheehan will stay put at second base.
Last I heard, Mark, the 10U's are up 11-1 in the bottom of the fourth.
Actually, they won. There's a ground ball, base hit to center. Throw to third. So another hit. Medina. That'll put runners at the corners.
Laughlin got that ball in quick. He almost, if there would have been a force out, he'd have forced him out at third. He had that thing rolling.
First pitch is high for ball one. That's to Aiden Connolly. The 10 and unders won their game, 11-1 final score. So congrats to the 10 and under All-Stars for their victory, as they will play again, I believe, here later today. Next pitch is ball two. Connolly, a strikeout victim in his first at bat, fouls the next one back to the screen. Bodie Kermickle featured with our bio sheet here in the fifth inning. Bode Man is his nickname, 12 years old. Son of Keith and Chelsea Kermickle. Dave and Tammy Kermickle, grandparents, along with Mark Pointe. Sibling is Malin Kermickle. Gets past the catcher and raking his way to second will be Medina. Sheehan will stay put at third. So runners at second and third now. One away here in the fifth as River Forest tries to add to their 1-0 lead. Swing and a foul tip for a strike. And the count evens at 2-2. Favorite color for Bodie is green. Favorite food, pizza. Cardinals, his favorite team. Albert Pujols, his favorite player. And there's ball three. The pitch gets away from the pitcher, and they're going to try to score, and he will. Kind of lackadaisical throw back to the pitcher. And that'll be a run scored for River Forest on what is the third error of the game for Olney, second in this half inning. So Sheehan takes advantage of it and scores. Now a 2-0 lead for River Forest. They have runners at first and third with still only one out. And it brings in Charlie Goldhaber, the number 12 hitter in the lineup. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Bodie Kermickle, a featured player. His favorite subject in school, this is yours, Josh, lunch. Is always mine. And in his future career, he'd like to be a professional athlete. Bodie Kermickle, our featured bio sheet player in this half inning. So ball two's out of the zone. Fleming is set. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets past the catcher. Runner at third will not advance, although the runner at first will advance to second. So now runners are at first and third. One away. First base unoccupied. Charlie Goldhaber, the hitter. Hatton way in at first base, expecting a bunt. but the pitch is high for a ball.
Coker in on the grass at third, too.
And everybody is in on the infield with the exception of Miller Madden at short. River Forest 2 on, 1 out. Here in the top of the fifth, they lead at 2-0. Fleming's pitch, a bunt attempt, is a ball four called. Sure looked like he maybe went for that. But they call it a ball. And that'll load them up for River Forest in the top of the lineup. Liam Coggin. That'll bring Bo Madden out of the dugout to chat to his infield. We'll take this time to feature another Olney All-Star. Archer Laughlin, call him Arch, 12 years old, son of Jordan and Ian. Grandparents are Nancy and Mike, plus Cindy and Orson. Siblings are Ellison and Rise. Favorite color, blues. Favorite food, spaghetti. Favorite team are the Phillies. Favorite player, Bryce Harper. Science his favorite subject in school. In his future career, he'd like to be an anesthesiologist. That's featuring Archer Laughlin, bio sheet player at this time. And pitching change is made. Lucas Mitchell will come in from second base, and replacing him at second will be David Fleming. So they just flip-flop positions. The other players stay put. Aiden Widener in right, Archer Laughlin in center, Rhett Easton in left field. Miller Madden still at short. Emmett Coker at third. Mason Hatton at first, and catching is Curtis Halchin. So the top of the lineup for Mitchell, as he'll inherit runners at all three bases.
An important start or stretch here for Lucas. Try to get some guys out quickly. Bottom of the fifth here, six inning games. You just want to try to be economical and get through this as quick as you can.
First pitch is a ball called. Fleming, through a third of an inning, faced 5 batters. Gave up a hit, a walk, but there were a couple of errors behind him. He's still accountable for the 3 runners on base, and hopefully we'll keep that minimum runs allowed at 1. Next pitch is a strike, so a 1-1 count. Mitchell off the stretch, brings it in, swing and a miss, strike 2. Good pitch. He just reared back and threw that one right down the middle.
Lucas is a pretty reliable arm for the Olney All-Stars here, and it's important to try to get him through this with as little pitches as possible.
It's a third at bat for Coggin. He struck out and popped out the second, and he grounds this one just foul down the third base line. Mark Grozbowski, third base coach, that we chatted with last night and again this morning for River Forest, trying to get a fair call out of that. Unsuccessful. And Mitchell with a 1-2 delivery. Off speed, stayed high, and the count evens up.
The best conversation I've ever heard a baseball coach have with an umpire. The comment was, "I know this will not change your opinion or change your call, but I'm going to tell you what I saw."
Yeah. And the next is low. Good backhand stop by Halchin. And count is full. Big pitch here. With the bases full of River Forest players. Only 1 out here in the top of the fifth. They already lead 2-0. The pitch, swing and a foul back. So Coggin, the leadoff hitter for River Forest, stays alive, and Mitchell will have to rear back and bring another one to him. No room for Coggin on the base paths. Was Matt Irvin, their number 2 hitter, on deck. And the next pitch, ball 4. So let a Walker run in. That one is charged to Fleming. Connolly will move to third. Geldhaber to second. And now at first base is Coggin. And it brings in Matt Urban, a DH. He's walked twice and scored once. And it's taking the pitch for a ball. So the 10 and under squad with a win earlier, they'll be back in action tomorrow afternoon at 1:30. They'll take on Brookfield in that contest. So 10 and under squad with that first round victory. Next pitch is high. After a strike, it's a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Left-handed hitter Matt Urban. And a swing and a foul back, strike 2. The bases loaded, still only 1 out here in the top of the 5th. A 3-0 lead for River Forest. Mitchell is the number 3 pitcher, the 3rd pitcher of this game for Olney. Just outside, ball 3 misses, and another full count.
Pretty good pitch there for Lucas. I mean, it's one of those where if you don't get the call, it's right on the edge to try to get the guy to expand the zone.
Yeah, and Halchin tried to hold that pitch right there.
Good
now
pitch.
Strike 3 called. So Urban down with a strikeout. 2 gone. And Jack O'Keefe, who's walked twice and been stranded both times, will step in, the number 3 hitter. And the first pitch outside wide for ball 1. This 12-year-old squad will be back in action at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Back here at Peru, we'll take on the Burbank American team, the District 15 winners. And we'll be right back here with that here on the Olney Sports Broadcasting YouTube channel. Next pitch out of the zone, a 2-0 count. And the next delivery is a line drive to second baseman, caught by David Fleming. So the Olney All-Stars hold River Forest to 1 run, a pair of hits. They strand 3. They have left now a total of 9 runners on base. So good pitching out of that by Mitchell. We go to the bottom of the 5th, Olney to the plate. We need some hits and runs as Olney trails by the score 3-0. We're back here to Peru as the Olney All-Stars will be due up at the plate. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, trailing 3-0. And the first pitch, a base hit in the center field. And a leadoff single for Olney. Josh, we talked about Olney has really been swinging the bat well and making contact, and Halchin there with a leadoff hit.
Yeah, Olney's had probably, between the two teams, Olney's put more contact on the ball, but you got to tip your cap to River Forest. Their defense behind them has been spectacular, especially on that left side of the infield.
Slow roller the second. They try to get the force out and do just barely down at second. That was close. So Houchin, who had the leadoff hit, is out on a fielder's choice by Archer Laughlin. Fielder's choice on the 4-6 putout. So Laughlin now the runner at first base with one away.
I think it goes back to pretty stellar defense there that time by the second baseman to make a really good play and one that you don't see get made a whole lot.
No, usually that would be an out at first. Oh, and a line drive to third. Wow.
That may have been the hardest hit ball of the entire game.
Yeah, Lucas Mitchell wound up on that one just right to the third baseman, Jack O'Keefe, and he fielded it just to the left of his left ear. And now a high fly ball deep in the left center. That's going to be out of here for a two-run hit and home run by Bodie Kermickle.
I take that comment back. That was the hardest hit ball of the whole game.
You know, that could have brought a little bit of rain.
Yes.
Because it was high and deep. Left center probably might hit the picnic table out there. Probably 210 feet, 215.
Yeah.
Well, he got really under that and really skied it. Boy, that one had got through. So the only All-Star was back within a run on a two-run home run by Bodie Kermickle.
And again, one of those things, Mark, you just keep making contact. You keep making contact. Eventually, you're just hoping something good happens or it finds a hole, and that one found a picnic table.
Yeah. Well, brings in Mason Hatton, first swinging. Foul ball just behind us, out of play.
2 outs, 20 foot. Come on, Patty, looking good, bud.
Bases are empty. It's all been done with 2 outs, other than the leadoff hit by Houchin. But Laughlin scoring along with Kermickle on a 2-run shot. Next pitch to Hatton is outside for a ball. Emmett Coker is on deck. Kermickle with a home run and now a single in the game. Ooh, next pitch is a high called strike.
Mason, you could tell, did not agree with that one. And he, looking back, he lined a sharp one out to second his first at-bat.
And he grounds one to second. Perfect 2-hop to throw the first in time. Olney's retired, but they come up with 2 runs on a 2-run home run by Bodie Kermickle. We played 5. Olney within 1 now. They trail 3-2. We're back here to Peru, 12 and under state Little League tournament. Olney training River Forest, 3-2. River Forest at the place. Chris Urban will lead things off. Here in the top of this 6th inning. Lucas Mitchell, next pitch. Back to him, and he fields it cleanly. That was a pretty hard hit ball. And a good job by Lucas Mitchell to field it on the 1-3 putout.
Lucas usually plays second base quite a bit when he's not pitching, and you could tell that when once he left the ball left his hand, he was fielding it.
Just received word that the 11 and unders are going into the bottom of the 4th.
All right, all the way around here, 13.
And they are tied up with their opponent. So the 11 and under also playing as we speak. Hit by pitch. Urban will make his way to first base. That's Zarco. It brings in Giglio to be the pitcher, and now would be the batter. We'll have the pitching change for Olney.
And this is just pitch count issues. They want to keep Lucas to be able to use him the next few days. He maxed out his 20. He can come back quicker with just the 20 pitches thrown.
Okay, so Widener will move in from left field. Lucas Mitchell goes back to second. David Fleming back to his original starting position in right field. So we have a, total of 4 batters face?
5.
Yeah, 5. Mitchell faced 5, gave up a run. No, both
He has
runs
not
were in
given
charge
up.
of Fleming. So he allowed no runs and no hits. Hit a batter. So Adler Widener will become the 4th pitcher of the game for Olney. Let's do another Little League bio sheet feature. Miller Madden. They call him Millie. That's his nickname. 11 years old. Son of Bo Madden and Megan Madden. Grandparents are Jeff and Jackie Madden and Dennis and Kathy Conley. Siblings are Mabry and Miles. Favorite color is green. Favorite food, sushi. Dodgers, his favorite team. Accordingly, Shohei Ohtani is his favorite athlete. Favorite subject in school, physical education. And he'd like to be a Major League Baseball player as a future career. So runner at first with 1 away here in the 6th inning. And it brings in Gigliano. Nope, that's not right. We have Zarco at first base. He was hit by a pitch. And yes, that is correct. Gigliano is the batter, the catcher. He has walked and popped out the second.
Give Adler a little credit. Not overly big with his size, but he can rear back and kind of sling this thing.
And his next delivery to the right-handed hitter. Back to the screen. That will send the runner to second. Easily makes it there.
He went breaking ball with 2 strikes, kind of the normal convention. Throw it in the dirt, try to make him swing at you, and that one just fortunately got away.
Widener, a right-handed pitcher. Next delivery is a line drive in the center. There's Archer Laughlin for the putout. Well, it's with good time that we have some of those, right, to our players, like we've been hitting them. So a lineup, well-hit ball by Gigliano.
That was probably their best hit ball of the day, but they just found a glove.
Yeah. So 2 gone. It brings in Grayson Elfin. A 3-2 lead for River Forest. They're trying to add to that here in the top of the 6th inning with a runner at second. And a swing and a miss by Elfin. Strike 1. He has been a strikeout victim in his previous 2 at-bats. Widener with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Good delivery, looked like to be on the outside part of the plate. Widener looking for a strikeout to end the top of the 6th. 1 on, 2 out. And the pitch. Popped up and out of play. Back behind the home plate area. As we told you at the start of the game, this diamond faces towards the south. There was a wind about 5 to 10 miles per hour, but that's kind of died out. We're getting a little bit more humidity into the air. Still a cloudy day here in Peru. And a pop-up on the infield. Who wants it? Madden calls for it, makes the catch. No runs, no hit, a hit batsman. 1 runner left. And we go to the bottom of the 6th, only trailing 3-2. back, bottom of the sixth. Olney will send to the plate Coker, Breeden, Weber, if anyone reaches Fleming. They're 9, 10, 11, and 12 hitters. They will continue to face Patty Sheehan, who is back on the mound for River Forest. And the first pitch to Coker, fouled out of play just behind us.
You know, if there's any kid on this team that really wants to give one a ride here and even this thing up, it's Emmett Coker. He's on the downside of this game right now.
Yep. And the 0-1 pitch to the right-handed hitter is a called strike two. 2-0 count. And the next pitch is a high fly ball. That's deep in the center, but a little bit short. Caught by the center fielder Connolly, just short of the warning track. Route number one. Lucas Mitchell, our featured bio player. Nickname is Luke. He's 12, son of Aaron and Mysika Mitchell. Grandparents are Steve and Tammy Mitchell. His siblings are Isabel and Braden. Favorite color, pink. Likes to eat steak. Favorite team, Southern Smoke Baseball. Favorite athlete, Ryan Williams. Wide receiver for Alabama. First pitch fouled back to the screen for Ledger Breeden. And his favorite subject in school's PE, Major League Baseball. Is his future career, he hopes. As Lucas Mitchell is our featured player at this time. There's a called strike two to Breeden. Grounded out in the fielder's choice, 6-4 put out in his first at bat. And he swings and misses it. The next pitch, it goes back to the screen. He may reach first, and he will. That'll be ruled a strikeout. But he'll be aboard at first, an important runner there. That's the potential tying run.
And if you can keep this thing going, you got the top of the order looming. You know that River Forest wants to get these next two guys out and not have to face, Adler, Widener, and those guys that really been putting the bat on the ball.
So left-handed hitter, Marshall Weber.
Well, that's trouble.
Base hit to actually the shortstop. He kind of ran past it. Not
almost
too
in the
sure.
hole a little bit.
Yeah. Not too sure it didn't take a little bit of a hop on him, but that's ruled a base hit for Weber. The fifth hit of the day for Olney. Breeden will have to stop at second. Potential tying run at second base now for David Fleming. And he takes a pitch high for ball one. And the next pitch from Sheehan, outside, ball two.
Again, the top of the lineup looming next, Mark.
Yep. On deck, Adler Widener, who's hit the ball well. A couple of ground outs to short.
He was taken all the way on that one.
Yeah, another looked like a high strike. Fleming steps back in. Outside, that's ball three. Trying to load him up. Here in the bottom of the sixth inning, only trailing by a run. And there's a little looper
trouble.
to shortstop. Caught for an out, number two. Infield fly rule was in effect on that one. So Fleming pops out to short. Second out. It's going to be up to Widener, who's hit a couple of ground balls to short. Both well hit by the lefty. Third at bat. Pitch. Taken for a ball. Outside and low. Olney with 2 runs on 5 hits. And there's a strike called to even up the count. River Forest has scored, there were 3 runs on only 3 hits. And a foul back to the screen for strike 2. And a 1-2 strike count. Hopefully we'll get to Miller Madden, who's on deck. 2 on, 2 out. And the 1-2 pitch to Widener. High for ball 3. Or ball 2, rather. Evens up the count. Olney has Breeden at second base. And at first is Marshall Weber. who had a one-out hit. Coach Mark Grabowski comes out to talk to his pitcher. He's at the 64 count, Mark.
Here's one thing you got to keep in mind, Mark. If Adler gets one to the outfield, how aggressive Coach Madden will be at third base. He will try to send a runner home to try to tie this, or let Miller Madden try to be the guy that hits with bases loaded.
And there's a pitch, and it's high inside. You can tell we're sitting in the River Forest fan area. And grab ball to third. He'll step on the bag. And they get the put out for the victory. Well, I'll tell you what, the Olney All-Stars played well, Josh.
Yeah, I mean they played right with them. You know, you go back and look at this. You out-hit them. You put a lot of guys on base, and just unfortunately, a couple of the walks come back to hurt you. And that's really the only people that scored. Only one person who scored reached base via a base hit.
So the Olney All-Stars come away with a tough 3-2 loss. They scored their 2 runs on a total of 5 hits. Only one error, and that was a pass ball in that top of the 6th on the River Forest squad. Olney stranded a total of 5 runners in the game. They stranded 1 in each of the first, second, and third innings, and then 2 there in the bottom of the 6th with the potential tying and scoring run, go-ahead run at first base. For the victorious River Forest squad, they had their 3 runs on 3 hits. There were 3 Olney errors in the game. River Forest stranded at least 1 runner in every inning. And all in total of the game, they stranded 10 runners on base in this contest. They will move on, River Forest will, and play later in this tournament, as they, in fact, will play next. They do not get much of any break at all. They'll play Bell Park, who lost, or rather won, the first game of the tournament, 13-2 over Geneva.
And they have some kids who can really put the bat on the ball.
Yeah, and we will play that Bell Park team Monday evening. But it's Bell Park taking on this River Forest team coming up next, although they have the game time start at 1 o'clock, which I guess that is still pretty much looming.
Away, yeah.
The Olney All-Stars will not be back in action until 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. They'll be right back here at the Peru location and take on Burbank American. Then the Olney All-Stars have a couple of 5:45 games coming up Monday evening. We will be at Utica, where Olney will take on Bell Park. And then Tuesday, we'll be back here at Peru to take on Beardstown at 5:45. Remember, only the top 4 teams, Josh, out of the 11 in this tournament, move on into the Final Four, so to speak, with all games in the finals to be played next Wednesday night.
Yeah, and we kind of talked on the way up. You think about eventually could be run differentials, runs scored type things could come into play here. And I think Bell Park had a run rule win earlier today. That could be something that plays into factor down the line. And you know, if you're any of these teams, you just want to be a clear-cut top 4 team, not have to worry about any of that stuff. But I guess the coaching brain in me, you still have that in the back of your mind of things you have to keep in mind as you move forward. I also want to give a big shout out to Coach Madden and his pitching usage today. I mean, Emmett Coker, they were going to ride him for as long as they could, and he battled. He grinded out as many innings as he could, and then kind of piecemealed together those last 3 guys trying to keep pitch counts at a minimum and usage to be able to come back and play. And Lucas Mitchell did a good job getting right to 20. Adler Widener did a really good job being economical when he came in. So pitching is not completely depleted despite having to go to 4 arms today.
Well, and also when you look, Olney had a total of 5 hits, as we mentioned in the game. You had Bodie Kermichael, of course, the big guy at the plate, had a two-out single, but was stranded in a second. Also, well, of course, with the two-run shot over the left center field fence there in the fifth inning. He also had a single by Mason no, that was by Emmett Coker. And you had a hit there in the last inning by Marshall Weber as well. But just about everybody up and down the lineup hit the ball well at one time or another.
Well, just rough estimates, so don't hold this to a set in stone, but I have 22 of the 25 at-bats ended with the ball being put in play by the Olney All-Stars. That means you're getting contact on the ball, you're making plays, and River Forest are just really good defensively behind them, especially in that infield. And the middle infield, there's a shortstop and a second baseman were tremendous, keeping Olney from building several hits together back to back to back.
Yeah, well, and you know, when you get to this point in time when you're playing in July here at the state tournament, I mean, you're not going to face any slough teams. I mean, they're here for a reason. They won their district tournament. Of course, it's just been, this is the fifth year that they've had the format where you play district and then go straight to state, as compared to the previous years where you played district, then section, and then state. So instead of only 4 or 5 teams at a state tournament, you know, now you have 11 or 12, or maybe just a few less than that. But all the teams are good.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of looking through here, we talked about the walks and the hit by pitches coming back to hurt you. I mean, again, rough estimate, 12 of the 31 at-bats for River Forest ended with the ball being put in play. And when you put guys on, and then it really puts pressure on, your pitch counts start to get a little bit higher, and that's stuff that you know, you can't really do very well.
Yeah. Well, of course, we want to say a big thanks to all of our fine sponsors, Josh. We obviously wouldn't have been able to make the trip up here. First of all, foremost to Drew and Taryn Bunting for making all the possible with the equipment and such, and their effort in wanting to be able to bring this to all fans back in Richland County and, you know, worldwide as far as that goes.
Yeah.
And we appreciate Drew and Taryn for what they do. And you can, of course, help them out at the Richland County Fair. Stop by the Smoking Pig food truck. Final day of the fair, and you know, at the Olney City Park, everything going on there. But we'll be back. We have a long list of other sponsors that we've been flashing across the screen. And, you know, big thanks to all those people who stepped up. And that was sponsors that just were picked up in a matter of 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, and, you know, that's really one thing that you got to really enjoy being a small town community in terms of athletics, is when teams like this make runs, there's people that get behind you and support you, and it's always good to see.
Yeah, and that also includes those who have stepped up to help the 10 and under team and the 11 and under team. The 11 and under right now, they're tied up in their game. The 10 and under team were winners already today. They're back in action tomorrow. So all the teams up here in the area, you know, have these great people that have stepped forward, you know, and helped out in making everything possible. So I guess that's it for us today.
That's it for us.
We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow, same bat channel.
Yeah, same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah. So big thanks to everyone listening and watching Olney Sports Broadcasting on YouTube. We'll be back tomorrow morning, right around, give or take, a little before 11 o'clock. So we will see you then. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and thanks for tuning in.